Are you kind of tired of your vacation photos looking exactly like everyone else's? Yeah, me too. Today, we're going to skip the selfie sticks, the crazy long lines, and the crowded squares to uncover some of Europe's real best-kept secrets. Let's explore a totally different and, honestly, a much more meaningful way to travel.
You know the feeling, right? We've all been there, shuffling through a museum that's just packed with people, waiting forever in a queue just to get a 2-second peek at some famous landmark. But what if your next trip wasn't about just checking boxes? What if it was about making real, actual connections? What if there was a more authentic, more rewarding way to experience the real heart of Europe?
I mean, this really sums up the choice we have as travelers, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the familiar chaos of a major tourist hub. But on the other, there's the quiet discovery, the genuine conversation, that amazing feeling of having a beautiful place almost all to yourself. It's really about trading the hassle for a story that's completely yours.
Okay, so how do we find that more authentic experience? Well, it starts by looking where other people don't. It is time to explore the incredible charm of the unseen, that powerful appeal of visiting countries that just kind of fly under the radar of mass tourism.
So first off, what do we even mean by a least visited country? Look, these aren't places that are lacking in beauty or history. Not at all. A lot of the time, they're simply less known, or maybe they're not on the main travel circuits. And honestly, that's exactly what makes them so special. They offer a genuine, unfiltered experience totally untouched by the usual tourist hustle. So why should you actively seek these places out? Well, because it's a chance to really immerse yourself in a culture that feels alive, not just, performed for tourists. Just imagine exploring ancient ruins and hearing nothing but the wind, or wandering through landscapes so serene and unspoiled you feel like you're the first person to ever discover them. That right there is the real reward.
All right, you ready for a quick tour? Let's take a look at 4 specific hidden gems that offer these incredible experiences, but without all the crowds. Our very first stop is Moldova. It's a small, incredibly welcoming country that's nestled right between Romania and Ukraine. And let me tell you, it is an absolute paradise for wine lovers and, well, anyone fascinated by history that feels like it's just waiting to be discovered.
Get this, Moldova is home to some of the largest wine cellars in the entire world. I mean, we're talking about underground cities that hold millions of bottles. But its history is just as intoxicating. You absolutely have to see Orheo Vecchi. It's this awe-inspiring 13th century cave monastery complex carved right into a massive limestone cliff overlooking a river. It is completely unforgettable.
Next up, let's talk about the tiny, incredible Republic of San Marino. It's dramatically perched on a mountaintop right in the middle of Italy, and it proudly holds the title of the world's oldest surviving republic, founded way back in 301 AD.
San Marino is all about these breathtaking mountain views and a history of just fierce independence. The key sites you have to see are the 3 medieval towers that crown Mount Titan, especially the iconic Guaita Tower. These fortifications, they're just this powerful testament to how this tiny nation managed to stay sovereign for over 1,700 years. It's amazing.
Now let's head over to the Alps to find our third gem, Liechtenstein. It's this tiny German-speaking principality that's tucked right between Austria and Switzerland, where modern industry just blends seamlessly with these timeless alpine traditions.
Okay, Liechtenstein is an outdoor adventurer's dream. Seriously, it's defined by spectacular alpine scenery. In the winter, you can ski down these pristine slopes, and in the summer, you can hike the Liechtenstein Trail. It's a 75-kilometer path that winds through all 11 of the country's villages. For nature lovers, it's pure magic.
Our final spotlight is on a place you've definitely heard of, Monaco. But hold on, we're not here for the mega yachts and the Grand Prix. We're going to look past all that glamour to discover a surprisingly authentic side of this famous principality.
So here's a little secret. Beyond all of the luxury, Monaco has a real local heartbeat. You can escape the crowds at the public Larveteau Beach, or, even better, time your visit for a local festival, like the Feast of Saint Devote in January. You can see a traditional boat-burning ceremony and experience true Monegasque culture. It's fantastic!
Feeling inspired? Good. Now, let's get practical. How do you actually plan an adventure to a place that isn't in every single guidebook? Well, here are a few key tips.
First, you've got to do your research. The travel logistics might require a scenic train or a bus ride instead of just a direct flight. And since there are probably fewer hotels and tours, booking in advance is a really smart move.
Trust me on this one. Learning a few simple phrases like hello and thank you in the local language goes an incredibly long way. It shows respect and it opens doors. And finally, pack for adventure, because the best moments are usually the ones you don't plan for.
You know, to really get the most out of your trip, being a thoughtful traveler is absolutely key. Pay attention to local dress codes, especially if you're visiting religious sites. Try to understand the local customs around greetings or tipping. This isn't just about being polite, it's about connecting with people, and that leads to a much richer, more authentic experience for everyone involved.
So after all this, we kind of come back to that fundamental question. Why go where so few others do? What's the ultimate reward for taking the road less traveled?
This quote really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's not just about seeing new places, it's about really feeling them. It's about creating those memories that are uniquely yours, the kind you just can't get from a postcard or some Instagram post. This is what makes a trip genuinely unforgettable.
So, I'll just leave you with this thought. The world is full of these trodden paths, worn smooth by millions and millions of footsteps. The real question is, are you ready to step off that path and discover one that's completely your own?